let's talk about this season. I wanted to kind of walk through the game so far, but maybe wanted to start by kind of asking you about your philosophy, how you want West Ham to play. Your kind of, don't give away the secrets, but how do you want this West Ham team to play?
So I've got a real clear vision of like football being in an attacking, positive, creative style of play. And I think one of the biggest things that I noticed when I was a young coach was that things were very patterned, and you'll probably remember this, right? It's from A to B to C to D. And I never got on board with it, because what happens if that doesn't look like that? So I've always been really interested in making decision makers in players, people who understand the game and can therefore make the right decisions as to what's appropriate, given whatever time and space is available to them, or whatever the other team's strategy is in out of possession or whatever. So I think, for me, it's about really, really good quality control of the game through possession and being able to do it with a purpose. So it's not passing for passing's sake. It's passing it with a purpose to create goal scoring opportunities, dependent on what spaces you're given by the other team, and us being able to recognise that at the right time. So that's kind of that side of it. But then, and Gilly will definitely appreciate this, I was a centre-back as well, so I'm like, no nonsense. So, if you're coming anywhere near me, there's good, you're not getting through, right? Yeah. So we've got to be really hard to beat, and we've got to want to do that side of the game as well. So hard work's a non-negotiable for me. Maybe that's a northern thing as well, I don't know. But, that's kind of the nuts and bolts of it, really.
That's exciting, Gillian, to hear West Ham manager talk like that.
Yeah, because I think for me, obviously, I spent 4 years here, and it was a lot of highs and a lot of lows. And I think at times when I was here, I got frustrated because I sort of had the standards that I had got from Arsenal and Chelsea, and I brought it here, and there was not many players who believed in it as well, but it was a struggle to get people to have that. So I think I've always been with a London player too, and obviously being a centre-back, I've got that, I'd say, aggressive side of me. But that's what I think West Ham is. It should be. Do you know what I mean? People should fear coming to West Ham. And I think obviously last season was a difficult season for the club. And there's so much potential for this club. You talk even off the pitch in regards to the facilities and the support to be a lot higher than where they've been finishing. So I think obviously I've worked with you before, so I know what you'll bring to the team, but it's just refreshing, I think, for someone to want to get West Ham up where they deserve to be.
Yeah. Let's walk through the season a little bit. Our opening game was at home to Man City. Tough game. We went down 2-0, but one of our big stars, Mackenzie Arnold, new captain in goal, made a string of unbelievable saves and also saved a penalty as well. And she's going to be big for us this season, right?
Yeah. And, it was, and all the staff, like we spoke about this, it was a game too soon for us actually in terms of being ready, because obviously the international break just before it, we'd not had people back that long. I'd not been in that long, and progress had been made, but we knew it was maybe just because we're changing so much, especially around the philosophy. The belief and the confidence takes a bit of time, to come. And it's definitely improved. But going into that game, first game of the season, is a lot to ask of players when you're actually changing the way that we're playing, to go, okay, well, there you go and do that against Man City now, first game of the season. It's tough. So really what we learned in that game, though, was that there was spells where we did all the things that we've been working on in pre-season. And when we did it, we were effective, but we didn't do it enough. And so obviously they reverted to type a little bit in some spells of the game. And so it was a really good opportunity to kind of clarify our identity a little bit actually and go, this is what it looks like when we do what we're trying to do. And this is what it looks like when we don't. Which one do you want to be? And that's kind of been what's changed since that point, really. So every game helps you in different ways as long as you're prepared to look at it objectively. And that's kind of where that came from, really, within that game.